because this has been a very confusing week. Drake, you know, put out on Twitter. Put out on social media that he was dropping a project. He put up
Drake.
Drake, young Draco. Yeah, him.
He stole my flow. Drake.
He said, "I taught Drake everything he knows." Yo, imagine Soulja Boy teaching Drake everything that Drake knows. Imagine that.
I would. It's just another question I have for Jesus when I go to heaven.
Oh man. Yeah, I think, but you already know the answer. I think Jesus will just confirm everything you already know. That's complete nonsense. Now, moving on to the actual topic. So Drake dropped Scary Hours 2, right? And by the way, he's still overdue for Certified Lover Boy, but we do want to get into the review for like I said, Scary Hours 2. Q, what were your thoughts on this 3-track project that he dropped off for us?
Well, first and foremost, for a lot of people that may have forgot, Scary Hours 1 consisted of Diplomatic Immunity, and it consisted of God's Plan. God's Plan is one of Drake's biggest records to date, and it's probably one of his more, fun-loving, chill, good vibes record. This 3-track EP, I think Drake was out to prove a point to the world that he is one of the best rappers in the game, if not the best rapper in the game. Every single song on the EP hits harder than your mom when you find out that when she finds out that you didn't take the chicken out the freezer at 4 p.m. when she told you to. It's funny because in the order that he put the songs in is actually from worst to least for me. So I started off the EP like, it's all right. I mean, what's next? I thought it was some interesting bars on there. I thought it was kind of weird when he was saying, what did I do on Valentine's Day? I had sex. Okay. That didn't resonate with me. But I thought what's next was pretty solid, pretty decent. Then it goes to Wants and Needs with Lil Baby. And I was like, okay, all right, this hits a little hard. I can get jiggy with this. Which, by the way, remember the days where Drake and Lil Baby collaborated? We knew who Batman was. We knew who Robin was. Nowadays, who's Batman? Who's Robin? But I like that song. And then we got to Lemon Pepper Freestyle, which Drake went off on. That is the song that I think most people were not necessarily caught off guard, but that's the song that got people's attention the most. Drake raps hard as hell. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Drake blacked out. Drake was seeing red when he made that song, if you ask me. He went off on that. He went off so bad. Rick Ross walked out. Like I could tell Rick Ross walked out like 2 minutes into the track and said, you don't need me anymore. Rick Ross knew Drake was going to win. Rick Ross knew Drake was going to win that track by at least 40 points. So he was like, yo, you know what? Let's just bow out. But all in all, it's a pretty decent EP. I wonder what the purpose of the EP is. Like, is this Drake's way of trying to test the waters, trying to see what the fans' reception is of the type of music that he's making before he drops Certified Lover Boy? Because Certified Lover Boy is probably one of his most anticipated albums to date, which, I mean, he's had several anticipated albums. Let's just say you can argue that it's one of his most anticipated albums to date. So I'm curious to see if this is like a tester EP for him to gauge what people feel about him as an artist. But all in all, I think this EP was pretty solid, extremely solid. I rather listen to music like God's Plan from Drake, where he's singing and mixing the rapping and singing together. But I think for the hardcore rap fans, for the ones that say I'm not sure if Drake is in the top 5 rappers list of current rappers right now, I think this EP will resonate with you, make you change your mind about a few things.
Well, you had a couple aha moments, FYI. I don't know who the hell is saying Drake is not a top 5. You have literally lost your mind if you think that Drake is not a top tier rapper. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. I have to question your sanity at that point. Now,
there will be some people that say it.
That's crazy to me. But
the same people that might say Jack Harlow is trash. You never know. You never know.
I guess we do never know. But so I'll say this for me, man. Oh, the other aha moment that I forgot to mention was the fact that that's a good point that you made about why this project was released, why this EP came out. I don't know the answer to that question. To me, I kind of took it as hey, I'm sorry guys, sorry for the wait. You know how Lil Wayne used to drop "Sorry for the Wait"? You know what I'm saying? Because the infamous Carter albums kept getting delayed, so he kept having to drop some shit in between to give people some music to vibe to. I felt like Scary Hours came at a time where everybody's anticipating Certified Lover Boy, and we were told that was going to come out in January. It is now March, so neither here nor there. We're still waiting for it, and I'm sure it's going to be really damn good. Now, in terms of this project, though, I'm not rolling with your ranking of these songs, bruh. Now, I think we all can agree, and I think the world can agree that Lemon Pepper Freestyle is the top song on this project, EP rather. I'm gonna go with the intro, What's Next, as the second best song on this project. I think that what Drake did on that song was very unorthodox and very unlike Drake, specifically from a production standpoint. When the song came on, I was actually looking at my phone like, man, is Playboi Carti on this song? This song, production-wise, sounded like a Playboi Carti Whole Lotta Red beat. And I thought that what Drake did was extremely repetitive. Like wonder if I had sex, okay? I thought he was very repetitive on purpose. I actually liked it. I liked that Drake. I liked it. And going with the third best song, which again, there's only 3. And overall, I think they're all good songs. I wasn't really feeling Drake's part on the joint with him and Lil Baby. That Drake didn't really do anything for me on that song personally. I like Lil Baby's part, and bro, Lil Baby, like you mentioned, damn, do we know who Batman is at this point? I don't think it's very clear. And I know that sounds ridiculous because I don't think anybody's going to sit here and question who has a better legacy, who is a better dynamic artist, who can do more. It's clearly Drake. However, what Lil Baby has been doing over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, has been so amazing that question you asked, who was Batman, who was Robin, it's not as clear as you may think. So overall, I think it's a decent 3-pack. Sorry, I think it's a good 3-pack, not decent. And you're right, man. Lemon Pepper Freestyle took the cake. I think it's interesting to see Rick Ross bow out on that song like he did, because it's like, even when you listen to Drake's verse, he said he references how big of a house Rick Ross has, 235 acres, which, by the way, that house of his was where they shot Coming to America 2, which just dropped, by the way. So I don't know if you guys saw that. Pretty decent movie. Definitely not better than the original. Let's be very clear. But yeah, man, Rick Ross kind of got out the way and let Drake shine. It's unlike Rick Ross on a Rick Ross and Drake collaboration, which we'll get into in a little bit. But yeah, man, good 3-pack. I'll say it's good. Absolutely.
It's a good 3-pack, Shakur. Awful artwork. Awful. I feel like it was made on Windows Paint. But you know what I'm saying?
Windows Paint.
That joint was awful. But I mean, it's Drake.
It's better than anything Gucci Mane has ever put out. And
what you talking about? The Glacier?
Gucci Mane.
The human glacier? No.
Bro, Gucci Mane needs a full-time graphic designer. I've been saying it for about 5 years. His artwork has been trash, except for the last 2. I'll give him that. But he's dropped 100 projects, so come on. his percentage, his shooting percentage from album range is terrible. Let's just be real.
I would say this though about the album, the Scary Hours. That is a sick ass title. I freaking
Absolutely.
love that title because you know I work Scary Hours, you work Scary Hours, so I know it resonates with me, you know, as hard workers. But